Hi, we're doing the A to Z of refurbs, and tonight we're going to do F. We're going to talk about first fixes, so the first bit of jargon busting to help you guys. Um, and basically, a first fix is all the stuff that you don't see in a house. So there's a big plasterboard wall behind me. There's all sorts of cables and insulation and piping and stuff in those walls. And it's all that kind of thing. And that's basically what a first fix is. It's about all the stuff that's hiding away. So whether that's your electric cables, your pipes, your gas work, heating, any kind of venting to help the house breathe a bit, getting your waste out from your sinks and your toilets and baths and stuff, and all the insulation in there. So we talked about EPCs under E. That's all that kind of stuff as well. Um, but the best kind of tip I can give you about first fixing is just starting with the end in mind. So where are your sockets going to be? Where are your light switches going to be? Do you need the insulation? Is it an internal wall, an external wall? All that kind of stuff, and get agreement from everybody that's going to be involved. So make sure your electrician knows, make sure your main builder knows, make sure your plumber knows. So they all put the stuff in the right place, so they know what the end is going to be. So if you're doing the kitchen, you know where the washing machine is going to be, you know where the fridge freezer is going to go, so that you put the right sort of sockets in the right places at the right heights, and whether they're above the worktop, below the worktop. And the trades guys can help you with that, the electrician, the plumber, etc. But just always start with the end in mind. Couple of little top tips for helping with arranging that kind of stuff is um, arrange to go and check that all the things are in the right places before your plasterer starts. You don't want to go and spend loads of extra cost on having to either replaster a wall or channel it out to move a socket, which can all get quite expensive very quickly. But it won't just be the cost of doing the work, it will be the time that it takes, and it will be the materials as well. And then ultimately, it will delay the finish time of your project. So actually, you're then losing um, your income if it's a rental, or you're losing the opportunity to get it to market quickly enough and get through that process. Um, so, yeah, just make sure that you've got everything in the right place before you go and plaster. Um, Make sure you've communicated it. Make sure you've diarised when you're going to go and check that, and make sure everybody knows that you're going to come and check it before they start plastering and painting, just to sign that off if that's what you decide you want to do. Um, and my other top tip is don't go and draw your sockets where you want them on the wall before the guys have been in and done the rip out, because that'll be a no use to anyone. They'll come in, they'll have ripped the wallpaper off, or they'll have taken the old plasterboards off, and there goes all of your first fix sockets and your light bulbs, your light switches, light bulbs. Um, if you've written colours on walls or put little sample patches on the walls, make sure it's on a document somewhere, on a plan that you can put up. Because once that rip out starts, all of that first fix stuff goes, all of your decorating goes, etc., etc. So that's first fix and just busting some of that jargon for you. Cheers.